Happiness! Here we are back again in the carpenter's office. It has been a long, hot summer here in California. Haven't seen much of me because I've been working all the time. I had 2 days off in July, and I've had this weekend off. I think this is almost the end of August, but I think this is the fourth or fifth day I've had off in August. And what I wanted to do was talk to you about Nanucella boots. And I've talked to you a little bit about them before, but I have 3 pairs now. And you saw me do the unboxing of these in a short video the other day. I think it was the last video that I did. And so I wanted to talk about them. And what kind of inspired me to get them all together and do it was my friend Dale from Dale's Leatherworks did a video on Nanucella. It's Nanucella, are they apocalypse worthy? And he got the tanker boots. They kind of have the same type of sole as these right here, but with the straps. And he thought they were made well enough to, put them on and run away from whatever was going bad on the planet. So Dale is a little bit more of a leather aficionado than I am, or much more actually. So I believe him, but I already liked them. And I was the first one that I've seen to come out liking them and plugging them and talking about them because they're some of the best boots that I own. And this boot here is the well, let's start with this boot here. This boot here came in this box right here, this wooden box. It's kind of laser etched Nanucella and some black shoe bags with some little leather accents on them. I don't think they're doing the box anymore, but I call these my Frankenstein boots. They are the sometimes hated boots I post online, and I call them my Frankenstein boots because of the big squareness of the toe. Look at that, and a lot of the guys can't deal with them. It's so weird, to be different. I guess it's something that people can't deal with very much. But this is the first pair sold in the United States. I think I saw on Instagram there was a very nice young actor, I think a soap opera actor, a young person that had bought a pair, a Canadian guy. And I saw him with a pair, and then I looked at their stuff and I was inspired to buy this pair. At that time, these were just called the Nanucellas. They made them for me. See, look. Oh, I told you about that before. Look, I keep the shape of some of my boots with these noodles from the pool. And, on some of the taller boots, I help them so that even if I keep them standing up so they don't, bend over. But they have that big square toe, and they are etched Nanucella, and they got my initials on them, as a matter of fact. These strips were originally supposed to be leather, and I'm not a big leather shoe guy, sole guy. I know that Dale is, and I asked for them to be made with rubber, so they got the really trippy sole. I've never seen anything like that. I think it's glued and nailed with Dale's Leatherworks kilties. Happiness, Dale. But they have all these accents on them, like this stitching here going up the side, and look at that big tapered heel, and I just really dug them. They were just something so different, and that I never seen anything like them. And I'm into different. I am different, in case you haven't noticed. I don't know why people are worried about being different. You want to be like everybody else? I don't know why. I wasn't really like this much different as a little kid, but I was still like this nerdy bucktooth. I can't do it now. Bucktooth little kid. Bucktooth little kid. I had braces. Bucktooth little kid in grammar school, and I was made fun of all the time, and called me a little rabbit and rat face and whatever, but pushed me around. But I grew bigger than all the other kids, and they stopped messing with me. By the time I was 13, I was the same height I am now, 6'1" with the boots on. But why not be different? Why worry about what other people think? You know what? I like me. And I like different things. I don't want to have the same thing everybody else has. I want something different. But, these boots, they can only make so many per month. So you get these boots, you're always going to be different with these boots. because they don't, they're made, everything's made by hand. They can't manufacture enough to make it like these Crocs or Adidas or Nikes or whatever everyone's got on their feet all the time, mass produced plastic and foam items. So you're gonna be different if you get these. They are expensive boots. If you want to get them, I'm sure you'd be happy. If not, you can just look at mine right here. So the Nanucella boot, the original first pair in the United States sold Nanucella boot, right there, baby. Oh yeah, they got like a really cool little, like a leather Nanucella, like a jean tag right there on the tongue too. I like that. Big pull loops on the back, big enough for 2 fingers. Look at that, I really like that. But then the second pair that I got are called the Nanucella Classics, and they also have my initials, some nails, and look at that sole. It's part leather and then part rubberized with the nails. These boots are so buttery soft. I will tell you, when I put these boots on my feet, I don't know whether it's me looking down at them, as soft as they are, as well as they fit my feet, because these are all made to measure, you know, bespoke for my feet. But when I put these on, these are my favorite boots. I don't know. When I'm with you, you're my best friend. When I'm with him, he's my best friend. I'm just that kind of guy. I have a lot of favorites. But I have a feeling with these boots like I have with no other. Look at that detail on that weird bump toe there. It is just everything, these little details right there. You know, there's just nothing like these boots. And they are weird. They are different. They are unique. And a carpenter loves them. I love these. And I think I told you the story before. He had these sitting in his shop in Brooklyn. And somebody walked in and wanted them. And so they ordered another pair just like them. And he shipped these to me. Nanucella will be at, they're on Instagram, Nanucella. If you're in some of the same Facebook groups, boot groups with me, the owner, Gagi, is in there too. And he's going to be at Stitch Down Boot Camp. I think it's the 12th and 13th of October in Brooklyn, Industry City in Brooklyn. And Nanucella will be there, and you might have some boots for sale, a bunch of boots to look at, and you can handle them. And you know, because these are fashion boots. They are fashion. I mean, look at them. They're different. They're not definitely not work boots. And so maybe that's why some people don't like them, because, you know, they're fashion boots. But they're, you know, Red Wing Heritage are fashion boots. Okay, the Heritage style is fashion. I know it's your style, but it's also, it is not a work boot. It's not made for work. Maybe you're an office guy or an architect or superintendent on a construction job or whatever, and you can get away with wearing soft toe mock toes or Iron Rangers. I can't. I got to wear big heavy steel toe boots all the time. And I'm an independent contractor carpenter, but no one's requiring me to do it. But I just want to protect my toes, and they're a requirement for me. I got to have them on. They're like tools to me. I hammer things in place, you know, with my toes. I set things that are a couple £100 on my toes to keep them off the ground when I'm working. And you know, they're my steel toe boots are real tools for me. Everything else is fashion to me. Everything I show you that's not steel toe, that's a fashion boot for me. You know, I know some of the linesman boots aren't steel toe, and I know why they're not. Some work boots cannot be steel toe. But for me, in light to very heavy construction, steel toe is the thing. So yes, these are fashion boots. Yes, they are. But they're extremely well made fashion boots. They are style. I mean, you got this. This is style. Nobody else is going to have this style. You know, I rarely see people in nice Red Wings, let alone the Pacific Northwest boots. I rarely see any of that kind of stuff. Never seen anyone wearing Indonesian boots around. But these, I doubt you'll ever bump into someone else with these. Now, these are only the second pair of these made, and the owner has a pair for himself, and he made these, and I wanted them. And so they actually, I'm sending these back. They're a little bit tight on me. Now, made to measure, they use the same measurements I gave for these boots, and this was only like, I think in 22. So it was just right around 2 years ago I got these. My feet haven't really changed, but it's because of the flatness right here. I think this last, if you do, I don't think they've named this boot yet. I don't know if anyone else has bought them, but I'm going a half size up, and it's no problem for them. They're making me another pair of boots to make sure they fit me right, because the customer service is second to none on these folks. I don't know. Maybe Frank's. Frank's is really good, man. But Nanucella also is like that. Attentive. They will get right back to you when you message them. Frank's or Nanucella, for me, they're the top two communicators. But okay, something I said before, it was on these, before I go on from these. I said that these were veg tan. These are not veg tan. They are chrome tanned from a tannery in Turkey. I was corrected, and they can't get this particular leather anymore. And so, yeah, good luck. But he's got a lot of other leathers, and now what he's doing is they're going to Chrome XL, which is Horween from Chicago, Illinois, and they're going to start doing Chrome XL, wax flesh, smooth out. And what I'm getting in these is I'm getting a natural Dublin. And I'm really excited. It's also going to have a rolled top. It's going to have the same sole. I think it's going to be Blake stitched instead of stitched down like this. I'm not sure. I told him kind of surprised me on a couple of the elements because he's so good at everything. It says Nanucella there. The nails. It's a Vibram 100 like sole that's on there. And so that's what's happening with me. Oh, these ones came with, this is veg tan leather here. That's probably why I got confused. This is like the shoebox for these. This is like $250 extra, but this is a shoebox like no other. You know, I don't know if you could put more than one pair of boots or maybe a couple other things in there, but it's really cool for me. I dig it with the strap, buckles, everything. Nanucella tag right there. I think if you watch Dale's video, Nanucella, are they apocalypse worthy? He says yes, they are. He's got one of these bags too, and he makes leather backpacks, and he just totally digs this bag. So everything they do is cool. And I forgot. Hey, I'm gonna look over here. It's my cologne collection. I got Nanucella perfume. I forgot to tell you this before. I think I told you that they had it. This is the cherry. They have on their website, they have different perfumes. They're not super expensive. I think they're out of the cherry. I think I bought the last two. Comes in a little bag with a leather fob on there like that. But this stuff, I've never talked to you about perfumes, colognes, whatever you want to call them before. I'm totally into that. Over here, this case right here, I just got into. I don't know if you can see in there. I don't think you can, but that's. I used to buy a lot of colognes, and I used to buy a lot of cheap colognes, you know, $30, $60, nothing much more than that. Maybe a couple polos, you know, that cost $89 or whatever. But I have found with colognes, I think it's Standard and Strange that says buy fewer, better things, or is that Karl Morosky? I'm not sure. But I have found that I prefer, I get some of the cheaper ones for work, because I even wear cologne at work. But I found on colognes, I like buying good stuff. Caswell Massey is like one of my favorite brands before. I recommend the Nanucella colognes. I don't know which ones they got left. They were selling out on some of them. But this one, so good. I don't want to use it. Look, it's got cool little stitching on the bottle and it says Nanucella on the front. I don't want to use it. Maybe it's not going to get any more, because they tend to do like limited stuff, and when it's gone, it's gone. I don't think they have this green leather anymore. I don't think they have the blue leather anymore. And so if you're gonna get Nanucellas, you can put hands on them at the Stitch Down boot camp in Brooklyn this October, or you can watch my videos. I have, I think, some of my international boot review. Again, they're handmade in Georgia, the country, by family members, and I don't know, they're second to none. These are really good boots. I dig them. That's what I got to say about Nanucella. thank you for watching. And, you know, it's a hard life. There's floods, hurricanes, fires going on right now. Please be kind to people. Tell people that you love them. I don't get off the phone without telling people I love them. And as the Boot Reaper says, one of my Instagram friends, boots make everything better. Happiness and love.